What's going on, YouTube? This is BBSP. Um, I wanted to make this video and shit, right? I understand, you know what I mean. I'm gonna let it know right now, man. I'm not the biggest Kyrie Irving fan. I think he's petty. I think he's selfish. You know what I mean? I think he's overrated as a basketball player. You know what I mean? The only reason he got overblown by him and the 2016 Cavaliers was because people want to diminish LeBron, in an effort to keep him out of diminish in an effort to diminish LeBron. It's just for me, it's like I never was a Kyrie fan, man, especially after all the BS I heard about him going on with over there in Cleveland, you know. So, but I'm gonna have to say this, man. You know what I mean? Stephen A. Smith, this whole fake outrage with Kyrie Irving, man. You know what I mean? Whole fake outrage with Kyrie Irving, man. It's like a one-trick pony, man. It's like BS, like fake outrage and bullshit. It's just another excuse for Stephen A. Smith to shit on yet another black athlete, so he could be in the spotlight. He could be in the spotlight. You know, he could be in the spotlight. Okay. But it's crazy how that shit works, man. You know what I mean? Like, Jamie Foxx said it best in one of his on Instagram. All this energy he has for all these black athletes and shit, right? He never has it for Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady or any other white athlete. He didn't have the same energy, you know what I mean? He went in on Deshaun Watson for the BS allegations, but yeah, had nothing shit to say about Chad Wheeler, except for maybe something here and there. But he didn't go in as hard on Chad Wheeler like he did Deshaun Watson. Stephen A. Smith is one of these high-stepping fetching dudes out here, man. You know what I mean? He's just the dude that back in the day, back in the rights, he would have snitched on Nat Turner. He would have snitched on Huey P. Newton. He would have snitched on Marcus Garvey. He would have narked and snitched on everybody. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and all got him killed by the powers that be, man. The FBI and shit, man. All we want to save is black ass. That's all he doing. Saving this black ass, trying to save face. People like Stephen A. Smith, man, they thrive off conflict. Stephen A. Snitch, rather. They thrive off conflict, you know? And the only thing they can do is conflict. You know, thrive off conflict, start shit that's not even there, you know. And like I said again, I'm not the biggest Kyrie Irving fan around, man. The past couple of years, I thought he was overrated. You know what I mean? As far as like actual player on the basketball court. But I 100% backed him on the whole taking the whole jab shit, right? Because at the end of the day, I don't feel like any type of entity, any type of organization should have to force you to take any kind of jab just because, the people feel safe. You know what I mean? Because people feel, you shouldn't have to be forced into taking any kind of type of jab, any type of conscience, man, for our everyday lifestyle. You know what I mean? It should be a choice. But yet, some of these owners in the NBA, man, have made it a mandate, you know what I mean? But at the same time, like I said, Kyrie will have to take the, good with the bad with that shit. To take the good with the bad. Take the good with the bad with Kyrie, with the Kyrie, end of the day. But at the same time, man, this guy, Stephen A. Smith, Stephen A. Snitch, right? This guy is the cool, the Uncle Tom, the shuck and the jiver of the highest degree. I mean, I don't know what his MO is, man, but I do know what his MO is. Felt like, you're not being fair to people, like you want to make shit up to serve your agenda, you know? And him shitting on Kyrie Irving this morning was yet another excuse to serve his fucking ego, you know. But Stephen A. always been a joke, man. You know what I mean? I never been able to take this dude seriously, man. I can't stand the motherfucker, man. You know, all this BS, all this gossip behind people's back. You know, all this fabricating stories to serve his agenda. You know, to serve his story. You know, but like I said before, man, like, you know, I'm not. I don't understand what's his gripe. What's his What is he trying to accomplish attacking Kyrie Irving now? Nets are out the playoffs, right? They got swept and they came up short. And leave it at that, man. You say it, you know, he says it's about basketball, but right? But I very much doubt that. You know, I very much doubt that. Something very, very personal was going on with, you know what I mean? I think behind the scenes, Kyrie shitted on him for whatever reason. Shitted on one of his articles, shitted on one of his stories. He wanted to get in good with Kyrie when he went to Brooklyn and shit. Kyrie didn't have time for it. Kyrie wasn't here trying to hear it. And he had it for him out for him since. He's had it out for Kyrie since, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, this isn't me defending Kyrie. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm not even like I said. You know, all the shortcomings for the Brooklyn Nets this season is in large part because of Kyrie. You know? It's in large part because of Kyrie, but at the same time, I'm not gonna sit here and like vouch for all this shucking and jiving, this Uncle Tommy, this high stepping fetching bullshit that Stephen A. Snitch is trying to pull, man. You know? And like I said, a guy like Stephen A. Snitch back in the civil rights era, he would have snitched on the whole cause just to save his ass. Just to appease his white enablers, you know? But end of the day, man, end of the day, Stephen A. Smith, he's just another motherfucker in the Sunken place, you know? He's trying to stir up trouble. He's trying to fabricate stories because he knows that show, First Take, nobody's watching that shit no more. Unless they talking about athletes in a negative light, nobody watched that shit. Because they catering to all these white extreme leftists, these conservatives, and these white supremacists that, you know, invested time in ESPN now. You know? So end of the day, I'm not gonna watch that shit. I'm not gonna be a part of that shit. You know what I mean? You know, ESPN done been fell off. And Stephen A. Snitch is a prime example of that shit. You know? I don't watch for, you know, I just want, you know, watching this shit with him so-called calling out Kyrie. I haven't watched First Take in its entirety in years. You know, that shit is just uninformative, man. It'll fuck up your brain cells in an instant. Have you thinking all sideways and shit about, you know, common sense about sports and in life in general, man. Same thing with Fox Sports. Them shows over there, man. Undisputed is another thing, man. I don't even think, you know, Skip Bayless is a fucking joke. Skip Bayless, you know, I can't, I just, he has no credibility with me, man, Skip Bayless. You know? Yeah, he been had no credibility with me, you know? But this guy, Stephen A. Smith, he's a joke. And he's embarrassment for people who call themselves, for black people who take pride in being black. Black people take pride in being black. But you got this motherfucker out here he just, you know, just making shit up to serve his agenda, you know? So, end of the day, man, Stephen A. Smith is Stephen A. Snitch, I like to call him, it's a fucking joke. Fucking joke. And I hope everybody takes heed to that shit. Don't watch that shit. You know what I mean? Do not watch First Take anymore, man. You know what I mean? Because this shit, damn shame. Damn shame. And Stephen A. Snitch is the #1 reason why sports journalism is fucking dead, man. It's fucking dead. But hit a like, subscribe, man, and I'ma holler at y'all in a minute.